In this video, we'll take a brand new meter all the way from nothing to live data you can chart and export. We'll log in, get the gateway online, set up its connection, add the meter, and then turn its raw readings into the values you actually care about. Let's get started. 3 quick things before we touch the portal. First, make sure your meter is configured and powered on. Second, if it's a serial meter, it should be wired to one of the gateway's 4 COM ports, COM1 through COM4. And third, have the meter's details handy, its address, and for a network meter, its IP address. There are 2 ways to reach the portal. From anywhere over the internet, open your gateway's cloud address in a browser. Or, if you're standing next to it, or it isn't online yet, connect to its LAN port and browse to 192.168.239.1. That on-site option is how you'd set up Wi-Fi or cellular before the gateway ever reaches the internet. Either way, enter your username and password and sign in. The gateway needs internet to reach the cloud. You've got 3 options, and it fails over between them automatically. Ethernet first, then Wi-Fi, then cellular. Ethernet is simplest. Plug a cable into the WAN port and it just connects. For Wi-Fi, open Network Settings, click Scan for Networks, pick yours, enter the password, and connect. For cellular, insert an activated SIM, enter your carrier's APN under APN configuration, and click Apply. Next, we'll configure meters hooked up to the ADM Director's COM ports. If yours is a network meter, feel free to skip ahead. Open COM/TCP settings, click Add. Give the connection a name you'll recognize. Pick the COM port your meter is wired to. Then, set the baud rate, data bits, stop bits, and parity to match the meter's own settings. Set how often to pull, and save. Now for the meter itself. In the left menu, open the Meters tab, then click Meters. Click Add Meter in the top right, choose your meter type from the list, and click Continue. That takes you to that types page, where you actually add the meter. If you don't see your meter type on the list, hang on. I'll show you how to add a new meter type at the end of this video. If it's a Modbus meter, click Add Meter to open the Customer Meter window. Name it, something like Main Switchboard. For the interface, either pick an existing connection, that's the COM connection you just made for a serial meter, or set up a new one right here, network or serial. Enter the meter's Modbus address, anywhere from 1 to 247, and click Save Changes. If instead you've got a BACnet meter, find the BACnet Object Mapper section and click Add BACnet Device. Give it a name, enter the meter's IP address, and for an MS/TP meter, the BACnet IP router's IP. Entering the device instance is recommended. It speeds up the discovery process. Set the pull interval, add the MSTP network and MAC if it's an MSTP meter, and save device. Now, under BACnet device, find the device you just added and click Discover Objects. BACnet meters are self-describing. They can tell ADM Director exactly what they measure. Next, scroll down and select which objects you would like mapped by clicking Map. After adjusting your preferences, click Save Mapping. Remember, nothing is recorded until you map its data points. Open Parameter Setup and click Add New. This is where raw meter fields become the values you actually chart, export, and bill from. In the User field, give it a name. We'll call this one Mains. Leave Show on Chart ticked on so it appears on your graphs, and in this example, I'll click Is Total, which marks a parameter as a running total for the summary and bar chart views. Pick a line color and set the type. consumption for energy you're using, generation for energy you're producing like solar, or none. Now for the formulas. The instantaneous formula is the live, right now value that drives your charts. You build it by picking a meter, then one of its fields. Click Select Meter field, choose the meter, here the Dent Power Scout, and then its Power Sum field. That's a single field, so there's nothing more to add, but you're not limited to one field. Select Operator gives you plus, minus, times, divide, and parentheses. And select number adds a fixed value, so you can pull fields into several meters into one expression. For instance, subtract your solar generation from your consumption to chart the net power you're actually drawing from the grid, or multiply a reading by a factor to correct a CT ratio. The cumulative formula is the running energy total in kilowatt hours that your export and billing draw on. Here, we pick the meter's imported energy sum. Click Save, and mains becomes a parameter you can drop onto any chart, pull into any export, and bill from. Once your meter's added and its data points are on, open View Data. You should see readings coming in. They arrive on each pull interval and build history over time, and any custom parameters you set up show up right here on your charts. Not seeing data? Work through these. First and most common, turn on the data points. Modbus registers enabled, BACnet objects mapped. Give it a minute, since reading only arrives each pull interval. Remember, a new meter has no history. It only records from the moment you added it. All zeros just means no load right now. For a serial meter, double-check the COM settings, the address, and the A/B wiring polarity. For a network meter, confirm the IP and port. For BACnet, rerun discovery and remap. And if you're still stuck, our team is one call away. Last thing, if your meter wasn't in the list earlier, you can create a new meter type. Open Meter Types and click Add. Name it after the make and model and choose its protocol: Modbus, BACnet, SunSpec, and so on. Make sure to pick carefully, because the protocol can't be changed later. You can start from a similar meter's register map, import one from a CSV, or enter the registers yourself from the manual. This is the most technical step, and if you'd rather not, the AIM Dynamics team can build a meter type for you straight from the manufacturer's manual. And that's the whole journey. Online, connected, meter added, and its readings turned into values you can chart and export. Thanks for watching, and welcome to ADM Director.